Just recording the ground.
Okay, go on.
Let's say you're flying and all of a sudden your nose goes like this really fast.
That's loss of tail rotor efficiency. When there's a unanticipated or uncommanded yaw,
What is it called?
LTE.
I'm very confused. Is LTE in the book? In the QH piece? It is?
No, I thought it was all whenever there was something like that.
So what you're thinking of is in a hover. LTE is in a hover. The only time it's up in the altitude, it's only up time you're flying is when you're up in altitude. So you have weathercock, which is in a hover. You have main rotor vortex interference, which is in a hover, and then you have
Oh.
and you have tail rotor vortex wind state, which is all in a hover.
Oh, so it can't happen anywhere else.
Well, LTE at altitude, if you're flying at a really high altitude,
Yeah.
that's when you start losing efficiency, but it won't be a very
Okay.
dramatic right yaw. It will be a slow like this, and you'll be more and more left pedal, and you can't compensate for it, and it'll slowly turn like that, so you can fix it pretty easily. There's nothing actually defective with your tail rotor. It's not being able to keep up with the
So
torque
that's
of the main rotor.
LTE at altitude, but the rest, all that weather, all that stuff
That's
is.
all in a hover.
Oh wow, I'm glad you told me that because I was thinking that was any time in the air.
No, that's all directly in a hover. We should have went over that a little more clearly when we taught it.
Well,
It's
you
all
probably did. I think I was just focusing on remembering the what causes it, what are the symptoms, how do you get out of it?
Right. Well, there's really no getting out of it. So basically, the reason why you want to pay attention to LTEs, let's say we're on an approach, and that windsock is looking the way it is.
Yeah.
All right. If I was coming on an approach this way, I have a right crosswind.
So you're
I
okay.
know when I land exactly.
Yeah.
I have no problems. Now let's say I have a left crosswind and I come to land. I have to be really aware that I'm going to need some serious left pedal, not only because I'm pulling up collective, but because now those vortices are running back into my tail rotor. So I'm getting into basically vortex ring state, but tail rotor wise. So when I come in on approach, I'm going to want to swing out to the right a lot. So I'm going to need to really mindfully put in that left pedal. The same with if I had a tailwind. It's very rare when you're on an airport that they're going to have you land with a tailwind. But let's say I do have a tailwind. I have to be now consciously when I come in an approach that my tail's going to want to go like this. So I'm going to have to really start dancing on the pedals.
So that's if you have a left crosswind.
Which one? The one I just said?
Yeah,
was
with the.
That's the tail. The 4 to 8.
Yeah, 4 to 8.
That's weathercocking. Now the tail rotor is 7 to 11. That's a left crosswind.
Oh,
that's
okay.
the second to last one I just said.
So, and this was the other thing. So I was trying to work on, I drew the compass or a circle, and so as I'm getting ready to fly over the windsock at the Netta, I'm gonna think in my head, okay, where is the wind coming on the east side of the compass, or is it on the west side of the compass, right? In my mind, like degrees wise, right?
It would be north or south. I mean, you could think east or west. Well, let me finish your
So as I'm going, if the wind is blowing this way, as we're flying over it, and the wind is blowing, and so the
north side.
okay, never mind. So the sock is tail's going out this way. I still have to get over the fact that it rolls.
It doesn't roll.
Well, you know what I mean. It twirls. Yeah, I still keep getting that stuck in my head that it's stationary, and I got to remember that. So if it's blowing anyway this way.
Let's just use that windsock right now.
Okay, so if we're flying over it.
The square is where those airplanes are. The windsock is right before the square.
Yep, so I'm flying over it right now, and the wind is coming this way. So when I come in, I'm going to want to make a right because I want to land this way.
You sure? Which way is that windsock?
Oh, yeah. So it's going, the wind is coming this way, so that means I want to come.
Let's think about it this way. Wherever the opening of that windsock is the direction you're going to turn. Alright? So if the tail is to the right, you're going to turn left because the opening is to the left. Do you see what I'm saying? You want to turn into the wind, and since the wind is blowing through the hole that way, you want to turn into it.
Okay, so like the tail and the tail.
Yes, the way that helicopter right there, 379 Alpha space, is the way you would make that first initial turn and want to land into it. Because it's literally that hole in the front of that windsock is the nose.
Okay.
So if I see that windsock and the holes on that end, I'm making a left-hand turn.
Okay.
If it was faced the opposite way, I would make a right-hand turn.
Yeah. So what happens if it's like facing like vertical, like that way?
Then you want to choose which crosswind's the best for you.
Well, right would always be right.
Exactly. So if the tail is on our end and the nose is that way, which way are you gonna land?
Well, hold on. Let me think. If the tail's on that and it's coming this way.
The wind's coming at us.
The wind is coming at us.
Yeah.
So we want to land this side, so we have a right crossing.
Yep. So which way are you gonna turn?
Right.
All right. Now I want you to follow that right path. If I turn right and I go this way. Right.
Oh, we're landing over there. I was thinking I was landing here. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Think of it this way. So if the windsock is coming, the nose is faced that way, right? The tail is faced this way.
The tail's
Right.
face this way.
So
Okay.
the tail is over here. I'm the helicopter. I just made a right-hand turn. All right, the nose is still faced that way. I'm going around. In fact, you are the windsock, all right? This is your face. Your tail end is on that end, right? Now I'm going all the way around. All the way around. Now I'm going to land right in front of you. Which way is that wind giving me?
Right.
Nope, it's coming from this way.
Oh yeah, left.
So I landed with the left cross.
Okay.
So you want to actually go this way and do a traffic pattern.
Is it a lot of times where it will be in that situation, the wind out there?
Yeah, it comes from west. It comes from west and north a lot, and during the summer it comes from the southwest a lot.
Okay.
So you definitely, I mean, because you have the mountains around there, the Netta is very
Diverse with how
exactly.
it, yeah.
Even if you get a reading off of Deer Valley, it can still be different because of those mountains.
Okay. So I'm just going to be thinking about that. And I know that I have to either make a left or a right, but it takes me a minute to think that through and visualize it and be like, okay, wait a minute, is that my left, right? Which way is it?
Right.
So,
If the windsock is giving you the dead indication like it is now,
yeah.
and your traffic pattern is the direction of which way that windsock is turning, your nose is turning into that hole, right? Or your tail is facing the same way that tail is. The only time you should really have a situation or a problem is if that windsock is facing west and east and you have to make a north or south landing. See what I'm saying? So now you're dealing with crosswinds, and which crosswind does you better good.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense,
Right.
but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. What right crosswind is better, safer.
Right?
Because of the torque on the tail.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Got to get going. Thank you for that.
Yep. It's not yet.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what this is going to do. Shit. Yay. Okay. Okay. Master switch on is number 1. Oil pressure, alternator and governor on. Warning lights. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. And 1 for sloshing. Very good. All right, strobe light on. Yep, lights are on. Okay, navigation. All lights on. I've already done landing lights. Strobe. Okay. One, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. I I have a question. When I'm just thinking too much. It just says master switch off, but these guys are still on.
Yeah, you know, you still
Yeah,
want
that's
to
okay.
turn them off.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, just turn them off. You want to turn all the switches off once you're done using them.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, let me see what the gas is. Okay, a little over. Almost 3/4 on both. Can I get the...
Go for it. That thing's gonna go on the floor anyways. Thank you.
Okay. Let me keep this rag. This rag needs to be washed.
Alright, so did you figure out what that ET was?
Oh, say it again?
If I'm flying,
Yep.
normal flight, and all of a sudden my nose yaws to the right, and I don't have enough left pedal to stop it because it happens so fast. What is that?
I honestly thought it was either turbulence or that uncommanded pitch or yaw from turbulence. Because
You have an uncontrolled yaw to the right, not being able to compensate with that.
I thought that was loss of tail rotor.
Lots of tail rotor thrust.
Oh! Oh! Now I get it. Oh, I get it now.
Basically,
I think I was
confused with stuck pedal either. You have loss of tail rotor thrust means essentially that tail rotor isn't giving you any power whatsoever.
Mhm.
Therefore, that main motor torque is overcoming your flying. You know, people want to go to the right. Stuck pedal, you still have power coming from your tail rotor. It just means that either one or the other pedal is stuck, so you can't provide the pedal in one direction. And the thrust is still there.
Okay.
So loss of tail rotor thrust has no thrust.
This wasn't.
Whatsoever. Because that tail rotor isn't providing it.
Okay, keep going.
Well, what do you do?
Oh, loss of tail rotor effectiveness. Oh, roll throttle on
You gonna roll throttle on? What does that do?
or off. I'm sorry. Roll throttle.
Turn around.
And so what that does is that obviously
Rolling throttle just to split the needle?
No.
What are you doing?
to stop power,
So when you say roll throttle off,
and then you let it settle. Settle right pedal.
what is that? What do you
That's how you fix. Well, that's in a hover. How?
It's in a hover, so I said it was flying, right?
Oh, okay. I thought we were still on hover.
No, I was never on hover. You're getting confused with hover.
Oh, shit. So we're in the sky flying,
Yep.
and what happened? Say it again.
That's my nose, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I put in all this left pedal. Ah!
Well, that's like, yeah, that's when you're not supposed to, like, you can get in trouble because that is stuck pedal, and that's when you run out of room when you keep pressing the left, and you're like,
Pull out your POH.
okay. I know. Oh, it's the AD. Okay. I knew that.
You didn't say that.
But I know this in that location. I was just used to like I studied them. It was the AD. Uncommanded.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Back it up some.
Oh.
Loss of tail rotor thrust is what we're going over.
Oh.
There you go. So that one is indicated by a right yaw not being able to compensate with the left pedal, right? So what do you want to do?
Auto.
Immediately into that auto.
roll your throttle off into overspring and then do an auto landing.
Yep.
Okay.
You want to make sure you have 70 knots. Now, if you don't have a landing site in sight, let's say you don't have a little suitable landing site, what can you do?
There are vertical stabilizers that will help.
Yes, but what power setting do you have to be at for your speed?
70 knots.
Power settings, the speed's above 70 knots. So picture this. If I'm flying and I have a loss of tail rotor thrust, I'm literally kind of spinning out of control, essentially. So what I'm doing is I'm rolling throttle into over travel spring.
And that means towards
Stop.
me, right?